Tuscaloosa Backpack Coalition is trying to make sure that kids have the things they need to be successful at school this year. There's still time for you to help. Pam Rogers is here from the Tuscaloosa Backpack Coalition to tell me more. Pam, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And you brought us some of the things that I'm assuming that you guys could still use more of.
Yes, and I actually was so busy I forgot to bring a backpack and tons of other stuff, but this is a pencil box. Did you know that?
Yeah, there
When I was a
I have
kid,
one of those, actually.
we didn't get them like this.
Oh, really?
Ours were those zipper pouches, but we have those too.
Gotcha.
And we have the little clear boxes, but we need pencil pouches, glue, color pencils. We need pens, like pens, yeah. We need pencils, and we really need binders and notebook paper. That's the thing that we're lacking this year.
Gotcha. Now, you and I were talking earlier, and tomorrow you guys will distribute school supplies to, is it 2,000 kids just in Tuscaloosa?
We have 2,000 names, right at 2,000, give or take a few, and that's all of the city and the county schools combined that gave us names, as well as a few names from DHR that go to those schools, and some housing authority names, and long-term recovery, some of the children from the storm who were affected by the storm, we're making sure that they get covered as well.
Gotcha. And this expands beyond just the city of Tuscaloosa too. You guys are going to have a similar pickup scenario tomorrow in Buell too, right?
Yes. The main pickup, where most of the students will be, is at McFarland Mall.
Gotcha.
But Buell Baptist Church is right next to Buell Elementary. Everybody out that way knows where that is, of course. But Myrtlewood Elementary, Westwood, Buell Elementary, Sipsey Valley Middle, and High School, that's where they pick up. But they should know that because they got a card that's this color in the mail.
There you go.
But that's my apple. But they got something in the mail that told them where to go to pick up and what time.
All right, super. Now, and speaking of these apples, this is kind of how the whole thing worked, right?
Yeah.
For the past month or so, these have been at like Midtown and University Mall, and people can go by and pick them up and make a donation or buy the items that are on them.
Right.
Now, if you got one of the apples where you buy the items that are on the apple and you hadn't turned them in yet, what do you need to do?
There's still time to do that.
Okay.
So if you did that, you can still drop them off at Starbucks and Barnes & Noble at Midtown, and also at McFarland Mall. And I'm sure if you dropped it off at University Mall, they would take it. Even if it's after tomorrow, that we'll still make sure we get it to people. But we definitely need those drop back off, and we just appreciate everyone this has been a huge effort. It takes really about $70,000 to do this.
Wow.
In resources and monies, and so we're right down to the wire.
Right. And if you want to still help the kids, you can. You guys need glue, you need these colored pencils, you need pens,
we
you
need
need
notebook
pencil
paper,
boxes.
notebook paper.
Notebook paper, gotcha.
Yes.
And if you need help really quickly, you can still get that too. How does that work?
If you needed help and you realized that your name was not on a list to get help, if you'll just contact the city and county schools or your own elementary school, middle school, high school, put your name on a list, and we'll be working to connect people with other resources. The PAL program are taking care of all their PAL kids. Operation Comfort, they have something going on this week as well, and we're going to send people to them and just really work to see if we can hook everybody up. I like to be a connector, hook the need up to the resource, and our community is so giving, and they just do that so well.
All right, super. Pam, thank you so much for being with us today. There is still time for you to make a donation. You can drop off back-to-school items at Barnes & Noble, Starbucks, and the Old Holidays store at McFarland Mall. If you'd like to make a monetary donation, you can do that too. Make your check payable to ABC 123. You can find out more on Facebook. Search for Tuscaloosa Backpack Coalition.